So guys, it's end of the year, well actually at the beginning of the new one. So it's time to share with you the best new perfume releases of 2022. Well, you got it right. Usually by the end of each year I cover those new releases that I loved and most importantly purchased myself, and today not only I will be sharing them with you, but I got a special guest who will help me to rank them. So you can guess the guess down below in the commentary section, but most importantly please give this video a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And once you're done with that, we can get started.
Achso, du nimmst auf, ja?
Hello and welcome everyone to the new video of 2023, and look who is here. I told you it's a special guest because if I'm not wrong, last year he had only one appearance on my channel. So yeah. If you miss him, if you miss his impressions on perfumes, and if you would like to see him more, then definitely comment down below. Benny reads all the comments, but only on the videos in which he's in, right?
Yeah, right.
So, without any further ado, let's jump right into this video because I got a lot of great fragrances. Well, Benny actually will critically share his opinion on them with you guys, but for me, these are top best new release of 2022, and actually, I haven't purchased a few great fragrances, but okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, right. So, the first perfume is actually by designer brand Chloe, that is called Eau de Parfum Naturel from their collection Nomade. And it was one of the first fragrances I tried in 2022 and absolutely loved. It was love at first sniff for me, and I really wanted to get it, and I got it, and I'm really happy about it. So, first, let's actually listen to Benny's opinion on it, and then I will tell you more if you want me to.
Okay, so in the first impression, it's a very feminine, sweet perfume.
Right?
It's a little bit powdery.
That's true too.
It's just my opinion, of course. Maybe some people will say, "Oh, it's not that heavy." Or maybe it's too heavy. I think it's pleasant. It's okay. It's well balanced. It's not overwhelming.
Does it smell like bubblegum to you? Like a banana bubblegum, like from childhood, but not sticky and not like candy sweet, but like there is a banana note, right?
Actually, no.
No?
I wouldn't say that. Is there a banana note?
No. But there is Mirabelle, so this is the, you know, like kind of plum, but yellow plum, not a sour purple, and there is the note of dates. And if you haven't known, guys, well, I'm not sure if it's true, but my mom told me that when you eat dates, they kind of do something to you, and you have pheromones, hormones, you know, like that. No, endorphins. Pheromones. What I'm talking about. She didn't tell me that, but it just makes me happy. This fragrance is gourmand, it's creamy, there is sandalwood, jasmine, dates, mirabelle, and wearing it is amazing. Yeah. I mean, like, it's a great perfume. One of the best new releases from a designer brand. For me.
After mentioning the notes, yeah, you can get kind of a fruity vibe in this perfume. Wouldn't think about it because I am a little bit out of training to sniff perfumes, and yeah, I wouldn't have mentioned it if you didn't mention the ingredients and so on. That's okay, that's right, it's a little bit fruity. You also said it's boozy?
No, I didn't, but do you smell something boozy in there? It's actually quite vanilla.
Actually not.
It is, I would say it's gourmand.
Ah yes, you said gourmand. Okay.
And it's one of the best vanillas out there. So just in case you're looking for an extremely pleasant fragrance, check it out. So let's leave it aside and smell all the other fragrances, because in the end I want you to choose a few favorites and maybe some that you didn't like that.
So just to finish it up, I would also talk a little bit about the bottle. It's a small bottle, it's a nice bottle, it's very decent holded, it's clear glass with some gold accents and a kind of leathery Stoff? Was it Stoff? Yeah, okay, so it's simple, and I think the sprayer will also be very good, so yeah.
You like the bottle? You're talking about it.
I wanted to talk about the bottle, yes.
So, next bottle is this very different fragrance, Abîme by Maison Violet. I have a review on it. You might remember even my live stream with Anthony, in which I checked it out and was really wowed by. So go ahead, check it out. It is very different from the previous fragrance and all of the ones I will be showing you today, because it's pungent. It's like peppery, very, you know, chilly. There is this aromatic vibe, and then in the dry down the most interesting thing happens, because it turns not musky but clean, and it's so interesting. There is Palo Santo note in there, so it's smoky, meditative, and it's exciting to wear this perfume, especially out, because it just needs a bit, you know, space to perform. So it's something special, not for everyone, but I really appreciate it.
So yeah, it's this peppery vibes. You can get it from the beginning. First, I wanted to explain something kind of green, but also kind of not dark, but like in the church.
Right.
I think it's
Palo Santo.
Okay, and
that's a woody note.
It's a woody note.
It's quite a woody perfume, actually. Woody, smoky, and very peppery. The spiciness is very cooling in there. At the same time, there is chili pepper in there, so it warms it up. So it's interesting in the dry down. I would suggest that we just put it aside and then maybe go back to it once again. But next perfume is something very euphoric, something very bright, that is called Mists of Time. One of the newer releases by Gallica Fragrances that Benny is very much familiar with, right? You have been wearing it in the summertime. I gave it to him because it's quite, you know, a bold fragrance, so he just sprays it in the morning, and I can smell it in the evening when he comes home.
Yeah, so this one, I like this one a lot. I used it a couple of times this year and last year actually. Last year, and it has this fruity and in this case a bubble gum note. In my opinion, yes, it's getting more the bubble gum vibe in this perfume from the childhood. What? You don't get it at all? Yeah.
For me, it's like
but in this one, really?
Like for me, this is stickier,
like,
but no.
No, absolutely
So interesting how people, you know, smell fragrances differently.
Yes.
But there is candied orange note in there, so candy thing.
It's fruity. It's very fruity. It's fresh. It's not heavy. It's more like an uplifting fruitiness inside, and I really prefer this one. And I also got a lot of compliments at work for this perfume, so...
oh, really?
Yeah.
So, because Gallica Fragrances are created to be noticeable, it fills in the room, so people, you know, caught the fragrance in the air, and because it's really uplifting, as Benny said, we have like a ton of fruitiness in here. Blackcurrant makes it really, you know, tart and mouth-watering. It's very juicy fragrance, perfect for warmer weather when you want something fresh and long-lasting. So it has been a favorite of mine. Gallica has also released fragrance called September in 2022 that I liked a lot, but if I needed to choose a favorite one, that would be Mists of Time. So let's move on to the brand Orientica that impressed me a lot last year with their new perfume releases. I actually chose 3 today. Oh no, 4. Actually, 2 of them are sitting there. Maybe you can help me with these bottles, the red and the blue one. Careful! Oh my god, did you see that? Okay. Benny!
Nothing happened.
Stool.
Just... there's no space.
It matches.
I lost space.
It matches.
No, I lost control.
You lost control? Okay, so they have absolutely amazing presentation. I mean, like these bottles, just it's amazing. I actually opened it in the live stream and dropped like all the bottles on the floor, and they didn't break. So that's great quality, right?
So I can drop them too.
No, don't do that. Only I'm allowed to do so. So yeah, Velvet Gold. Such a brilliant fragrance. I've actually already shoot this kind of roundup of the year with Masha, our friend on my second channel in Ukrainian, and this, spoiler, was one of her top favorites. And I understand why. It's a perfect powdery sweet concoction of caramel, of violet, of very delicate patchouli. There is something spicy in there, and overall it feels really exquisite. Like it's a fragrance of a person who has a lot of money, in my personal opinion, because it smells like that. It's hard to break it down into the notes, that one is more noticeable than the other, but what would you say?
Yeah, you rounded it well up, so it's very well blended, it's powdery, it's sweet, caramelic, like you said, and you can smell the thickness of the sugar inside, kind of, and yeah, it's a very good perfume.
Yeah, and musky too. When you spray it on yourself, you will get the powdery muskiness, so that's actually something really beautiful. But this fragrance that totally matches me today, and I'm really digging that, is from their, I'm not sure how this collection is called, but they've already had a few fragrances in it and I've reviewed them, but this I don't have a sprayer for, but Benny, check it out on myself. At first I didn't, yes, I've already said that like 5 times.
And I didn't listen at all. Yes.
Yeah, he never listens to me. Anyway, this perfume is fantastic, very blooming, like it has an impression that you're standing in the garden that is in full bloom. We have orange blossom, we have petitgrain, we have beautiful neroli, it's sparkling, it's so refreshing and summery, and the best part, it's a bit similar, like it's not a dupe, it's not a clone, but it has similarity with my beloved Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. So this perfume has been definitely like a great wow for me of 2022, plus the bottle is really cool. So what would you say? Are you liking it?
Okay, so I think I'm not the biggest fan of it.
You don't like the scent?
I think I don't like it
green,
that much.
Too citrus for you, right?
Green, maybe with a little bit aquatic vibes.
Really?
Because actually I like aquatic perfumes, but in this case, I do.
Okay.
I do, okay. But in this case, no, it's not
for you.
No, it's not for me. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe we have more luck with this red one. It's definitely my favorite color. And the fragrance was very beautiful as well because it smelled so rosy in the opening. I mean, like it's definitely for those who love rose and don't hate it because it is extremely rosy and it's sharp. I mean, like it's not that pretty little rose. No, it's a big rose.
It's a big, red, powerful rose.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I mean, like, it's very deep. It's almost like a dark rose that is dying maybe in the vase. It's not necessarily, like a fresh pink rose that's in the garden. It doesn't have like that vibe. It has something dirty to it. It has like this ambergris note that brings almost like the salty animalic touch. I don't know, for me it's a special rose. I haven't smelled a rose quite like it in a long time. It's quite ambery too, that's for long lasting. So what would you say? Like a bit similar to Intense Cafe by Montal. It has a Montal, like edge to it.
Yeah,
so if if you like Montal, check this fragrance out because in my opinion they're similar. Alright, this is my huge love. Arte Bellissimo collection was presented last year, if I'm not wrong? Yeah, I'm pretty much sure it was. And there are 2 fragrances. The pink one is very similar to Delina and it's brilliant, but this vanilla, it has been one of the best vanillas I've smelled last year, if not the best.
You're not using blushers anymore?
No, because I haven't prepared for these fragrances and it is milky, it is creamy, it is lactonic, it has like a bit of a coconut water drop in there and it smells like a dream. For a summer, if you're looking for a perfect milky vanilla, that's it. And it has brilliant sillage, so definitely a favorite.
Okay, so you can smell the milkiness, the vanilla vibes. I can't smell coconut at all.
Okay.
Maybe just not smelling them, maybe they are coming out at the dry down. But actually it's good, it's not overwhelming. I think the projection is not that high, so you will not be complimented as much for this perfume because you can smell it.
Maybe your nose is tired. It is actually quite noticeable.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay.
But we will continue with something that definitely sticks out of today's collection, which is Unspoken Musk, the newest release by Francesca Bianchi, who I actually interviewed when we was in Florence together. And this fragrance is definitely in her style. She has a great sprayer, and I'm not sure if it's going to be Benny's type of thing. Sometimes he surprises me, so let's actually listen to him.
So it's a very strong perfume. It's also kind of spicy perfume, I think. It's definitely noticeable, and it's delicious. It's kind of delicious.
Oh.
It's like you're smelling it and you're sticking to it. You're getting addicted to it, and you say, I like that one.
Oh,
That's good.
I told you he always surprises me because typically I think he is not into such animalic dry powderiness. We have note of immortelle in there. This is a dry spice. We have iris, which always gets the fragrance a bit of a vintage powderiness, and we have like this very thick and intense, typically Francesca's animalic base, but yeah,
So
I would say it is addictive too.
This is an opening. I'm a little bit scared that maybe in the dry down it will get too dry, too overwhelming, maybe.
Just say about your exactly.
So right now I like it.
Yeah, and I would say if you love musk and you're looking for a darker musk, not the fluffy, clean type of musk that smells like your skin, but like a dirty, sexy animalic musk, that is it. It is a great release, very similar to Francesca's fragrances in general. So if you happen to be a fan, I think you might actually really enjoy it. But let's talk about the fragrance that I'm a big fan of, and this is Gold Spot by Sarah Baker, her newest collaboration with Chris Malris, who is like a god of oud, and they've already created two fragrances, Symmetry and Ludo, in the past that I've shared my opinion on in one of my latest videos, and then when they create Gold Spot, it's like a perfect fragrance in this trilogy now. There is note of dark chocolate, bergamotha, which is dirty and oudy. There is like a green touch in there that is coming from petitgrain, and at the same time, this bloomy note of orange blossom. But the oud in here is phenomenal, and the dry down of it is great. It's kind of gourmand oud, but not sticky, sweet and candy-like. I'm not sure if Benny likes it, but it's the fragrance with which you need to spend a bit time with if you're not into oudy fragrances overall.
So at the beginning I smelled a little bit sweetness, and then something dark, something not heavy, because heavy would be wrong, but then I thought about it, what could it be, and you mentioned chocolate, so it's absolutely smelling like chocolate.
Oh really?
Yeah, I can smell the chocolate.
It's so interesting. I personally smell more oud, orange blossom, green notes, maybe even balms, but you get the chocolate, and I kind of miss that part in here, so see?
Okay, so it depends,
yeah,
maybe
of course. That's why I love to have it here.
I'm associating it more with chocolate, and it's oud, so you're saying it's more the oud vibe.
Exactly.
So it's good for me that I don't know any notes about it, and I'm just talking about what I smell and not what I think I should smell at this point.
Right, but notes are helping sometimes, right? Because sometimes you're smelling perfume, you're like, what is it? And then when the person tells you it's chocolate, you're like, right.
It's like with the other perfume that you, what was it? I smelled something, it was a fruity one, I think. And you said the plum, then, and I said, yeah, it's getting the fruity vibes after you mentioned it. That's good. It's good. It's
good, but it's amazing if you wear it. Of course, these are just first impressions by Benny. I wanted to present you this top list of my personal favorite new releases of last year, and in the end, definitely keep on watching till we get there. Benny will actually choose some top favorites that he loved a lot. Obviously, he's already familiar with a couple of these fragrances, but not all of them. However, this perfume we smelled in Milan, and it is by Pierre Guillaume, who is an amazing guy, very talented perfumer with a phenomenal fragrance collection. And do you remember, as we were there, I asked you, like, after the second day, Benny, what is that fragrance that stood out the most to you? Because typically, as I smell all those hundreds of different fragrances, Benny gets to smell at least half of them. If he wants it or not, that's another question. But after the second day, we had only one day left, and I had no stunner, no star of the entire exhibition. And then I smelled this Dialogue with Venus, and I was blown away because it's such a creamy vanilla. Okay, I won't tell you anything else about it. Just say what are you feeling about it. Is it like pulling on your soul as it doesn't mine, or it doesn't touch you?
So it's creamy. You're saying it's vanilla. In my opinion, it's more like a citrusy, fruity vibe, but I don't think that it's citrus.
It's
thank you.
I'm just trying to help.
I wanted to say the same. Yeah. No, I wouldn't say peach, but yeah, it might be peach. It's more for me like, it's hard to explain. It's just hard to explain. It's a citrusy fruit, and I wouldn't say it's peach. I wouldn't say it's mandarin. I wouldn't say it's grapefruit because grapefruit is too sharp. But it's a pleasant, nice, fruity sweetness, creamy vibe, and
if you
but it's not. Also not very projected.
Oh, it is pretty strong. Musky, vanillic, and if you love this note, I have a lot of videos dedicated to it, but if you're looking for a great and different kind of vanilla, check it out. It's amazing. It's like a balm for your soul. Well, at least for mine. And it has been one of the greatest fragrance releases of the year. But something else I discovered at the perfume event is MORESQUE's Scarlet Rouge. The bottle is absolutely fantastic. That was actually one of Masha's favorites. And it's a bit similar to Dialogue with the Venus. So I would like Benny's opinion on it if you're getting like a bit of a similar, you know, just vibe. These are not similar perfumes. For me, this is cooler. For me, this is muskier. It's sharper, maybe even more metallic. They have different notes, but the vibe, I mean, like this beautiful, delicate power is in both. What do you think?
I was just thinking about it.
About other things.
Other things. A lot of
what am I gonna eat tonight?
What I'm gonna say about this perfume. So it's a very my kind neutral perfume. It's not like it's a fruity perfume. It's a musky. It's a woody. It's a green. It's absolutely neutral. It's maybe a little bit, I would say, kind of flowers, but not heavy smelling flowers. It's like calm flowers.
He is a great nose. Like no, he has a great nose. He's not a great nose.
I have a great nose.
No, Benny always like brings it to the point. We have lots of flowers in here, but none of them stands out like, for example, in this red fragrance, you know, in which we smell the rose very obviously. In here we have cherry blossom, we have different white flowers, but there is also coconut, dry fruits, there is almond and lots of musk. So it is very neutral, and that's for you can wear it on the everyday basis. I cannot even describe you how great it is on the everyday, you know, wear. It is fantastic, and the bottle is great. And when I smelled it, I just loved it at first sniff. So, are you liking it? Is it
I'm
like
liking it. Is it unisex?
Yeah. No. Well, yeah.
Well, it is or it isn't. Is it or isn't it?
What? Yeah, it is. Of course it is. I thought you want to have it.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't steal it. I let you have it. But first, let's smell the next fragrance. This is the newest release by Dusita. She released a few new fragrances in 2022. One of them is Monterey. That's like a more wearable, less skanky type of her discontinued Oud Infini. That is my most favorite oud that I didn't manage to purchase because it was too expensive for me. But anyway, Rhapsody Noir. When I smelled this, I was literally shocked. Well, I wasn't shocked, I loved it, but when I learned that this is a Fougère perfume and I don't like them, and I love this one so much, well, Dusita blends fragrances very well, like everything is so smooth, each note plays with another, they are like in the perfect harmony, but this fragrance is phenomenal because it's like a gourmandish fougère that doesn't give you barbershop vibes. The lavender in here is not too strong and masculine. There is a note of coffee in there, like a few drops of rum, so it's not boozy. If you love boozy, I have like a top list of boozy fragrances from my collection that I highly recommend to check it out. But you guys, this perfume is something very nice with, you know, like that deliciousness of tonka beans with a woody base. I just love it, and it is also very unisex. Okay, Benny, I shut up, you go.
Thank you. So, it's different. It's absolutely different
from
everything else till now.
I agree.
It's kind of green or maybe kind of spicy, but it's not spicy. There's no pepper because but I think it's a tonka bean that's
it's quite
it's the most
twixy. It smells like candy, actually.
The most noticeable note.
Okay.
I think so. What is this? This a
I
little bit
smell
green.
I smell lavender,
Is this lavender?
with like different herbs, and then I mean like there's also coffee like this roast coffee, like darkness.
I can't smell the coffee.
Vanilla, tonka.
Tonka. I think maybe tonka bean, maybe these herbal notes.
Yeah.
And you're getting them at least from the beginning. So it's interesting.
And you know what I loved about it? Wearing it. When you get yourself like the sillage of it, it's phenomenal. But maybe not for everyone, although many people loved it. Anyway, we are moving on to something that I purchased the minute I smelled in the shop, and this is Vanilla Royal Sheared Patchouli 64 by Kayali. What are you thinking about this reflective golden bottle? Isn't it like fantastic?
It looks like a gold bar.
Gold bar, right. And the sprayer, check it out. Sounds great.
Wow.
Actually, I think you will like it.
Guys.
Let's spray it on you. Oh yeah, that's a good thing. Do you get like the sour note in there, right on the top? Smell it.
Sour.
Sour. Just a little bit, like sour patchouli.
Chocolate maybe.
Creme brulee.
Creme brulee. Okay.
What do you think about this? Burnt
something
sugar, like
maybe.
Bit sour patchouli, bit rum, bit leather.
Oh, rum. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that?
Yeah, you get it.
Maybe that's the sour part of it. I don't know.
But there's nothing sour in my opinion. So it's more sweet. It's
really?
maybe kind of boozy, maybe a little bit dark, but it's not.
I'm getting some kind of sour nuance, but
Not at
different.
all. It's also a delicious perfume.
Yeah, there's also oud in here too, and there is a lot of vanilla that's burned. That's for creme brulee vibe, and it's warm. It's a heavier one, so it kind of hugs you, and that's I think it's like a great fragrance for the weather, like right now in the winter. It's colder, so you prefer more gourmandish fragrance. Well, at least I do, and I loved it in the shop. I smelled it, I was like, wow, it smells like great niche fragrance. Like that niche vibe, patchouli, heavy.
Yeah, there's a niche vibe. There's a niche vibe. Yes.
And there is like an expensive look. And we have only 2 fragrances left, so let's continue with another design of fragrance. I don't have a lot of them here, but Givenchy's newest Eau de Toilette 2022 release really took me by surprise. I loved it. I didn't see the point why they should reformulate the existing Eau de Toilette version, but it grew on me as I sprayed myself with it in the shop. And you know that Givenchy's Lentity is my favorite designer fragrance for women of all times that's available on the market. I just loved it. It's like a blooming tree for me.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay, so it smells like like designer perfume that will be very popular, that you can smell everywhere, and a lot of people are wearing it.
Okay.
It's pleasant. It's good. It's little bit sweet. It's feminine. It's a feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's absolutely feminine, and it's a good perfume. Actually, it's a good perfume.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. It's pleasant. It's nice, and it wears brilliant. But best for last. Well, not the best. All these are the best, but I'm pretty much sure that a lot of you are excited about Tonka Cola, Montserrat's newest release. This fragrance is very interesting on different levels. Of course, the name is very appealing, Tonka and Cola, but the fragrance is fantastic. Actually, the best blind buy of the year, if not the only one. I'm not quite sure right now, but okay, let's listen to him. It's in the air. I can taste.
Yes. Okay. So the name fits very well, like the cola. It smells really like cola, and I smelled it a couple of times already because
Jana has been wearing it.
Yes, a lot, and absolutely Jana loves it. It's very interesting. It's it's just like a sweet soda that you're wearing with you on the skin. And this time I had kind of a feeling that it's like a cinnamon vibe in there too.
Yes. Totally. I mean, like, for me it's very festive, but that's probably because I got it underneath the Christmas tree, Jana Santa brought it for herself. But yeah, the cinnamon vibe, now it's getting me even more of this, Christmas feeling, because it smells like cookies and fizziness of cola is there, and a very beautiful, refreshing, not too summery lemon, because sometimes it can be sour, but in here it's really, refreshing. because the fragrance actually turns patchouli-ish and woody and spicy in the dry down. It has a bit of similarity with Enigma. There is vanillic base. It is going into the gourmand direction, but that fizziness and that more, you know, of like juiciness from the opening really helps it to stay a bit refreshing and not too heavy. So yeah, Mancera has done a great job with this perfume. It's creative, it's bright, it's unique but wearable, and I love it. I blind bought it and I was like, what the heck, let's check it out. There was a note of cherry in there and I'm even smelling that. What do you
Cherry?
think?
No, I don't get any cherry vibes out of it. Didn't smell them at all, I think, but maybe the dry down, yes, you're right, it's not that it's acidic anymore, it's getting a little bit calmer, but it's a very good perfume and I like to smell it on you, so...
oh, great!
Yeah.
So, compliment Geta.
Okay, it is.
So now we've kind of covered all top 14 or how many best release of 2022 in my personal opinion. Once again, there have been more, I just didn't manage to get all of them, but now the time has come for Benny to pick a few favorites. If you need to recommend some of your most favorite ones to those guys, which ones would that
The most favorite, okay, it's hard because they're all special in their own way. And
would you agree that they are nice? Or was there a fragrance that was like, what is it doing in today's video?
Okay, so it's hard to say what it is doing because the best is always a personal opinion, and you can say, oh, for me personally, Violetta is the best perfume at all. And other people say, okay,
no
it's
one
not my
says
type.
that.
I don't like the flowery vibe in it. I'm more into, I don't know, something deep, something.
Okay, we got your point.
Okay, yeah, right. So that's my point. So I think I split like 5 categories in here.
Did you notice that we have a few trends? I mean, like a milky trend, a more intense gourmand oud trend, some citrusy fragrances, a few roses.
Yeah, kind of. I'm saying categories to it.
Okay.
So no trends, but we mean the same.
Exactly.
And okay.
We mean the same. We are in the same wave.
Unbelievable.
Oh, unbelievable.
Believe me, unbelievable. Okay, so in the first category, the heavy ones.
Okay.
The heavy
you
ones.
need to choose one.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I'm just explaining how I categorize them to say which one I like the most. Yes. Okay. So there was. I can't read your.
Okay, Unspoken Musk by Francesca Bianchi, Kayali's Sugared Patchouli, and Gold Spot by Sarah Baker. No one can read my.
Yes, handwriting. So the winner here is Unspoken Musk.
Oh wow!
Actually,
okay.
I like it the most.
Benny surprises me right now.
So they are all good, yeah. Obviously, they are all good, like we just mentioned. But don't.
It's good.
No, please don't spray. Thank you. But this one is my favorite in this trend.
Oh, and just in case you want to check it out, or any Francesca Bianchi's perfumes, they are all very interesting. Or, you know, just you want to get samples of niche fragrances. It's available on Aquasion Natural web shop, and I have a discount. So all the health information, as always, is linked down below. But yeah, okay, Unspoken Musk, the first winner. What is the next
I have to take another category. So the next one is.
Oh, what do we have here?
This one.
Ooh, a Beam by Maison Violet and Dosita. I would never put them side by side, but it's interesting.
Yes, it's like a little bit this green kind of green vibes.
Okay.
It's very
herbal.
Herbal, yeah, right. It's more herbal, and in this time I would go for.
I'm so happy. A Beam.
A Beam.
How does it say? How does it smell right now? Because some time has gone and it actually
herbal.
changes. Yeah, well, it's still smoky. For me, it's smoky.
Smoky?
Yep.
It's not that smoky, but okay, yeah, I get vibes.
And you guys, if you've already smelled any of Maison Violet fragrances, let me know what are your favorites. If you want to know more about this friend, Anthony, super charming, is telling it all on my Instagram, so follow me there to stay in touch. And also check out this fragrance and all of their perfumes and use my discount. But yeah, Benny, go on.
Okay, I'm going on. So the next one is the fruity category.
Oh yeah.
So the fruity category, we've got Chloe and
yeah, Mist of Time.
Mist of Time.
Something time.
Yeah, it looks like one word, obviously.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
mist of time. And
so,
yes.
Can I guess your winner? Can I?
It's easy.
If
I
it's
think
not
you know
this, if it's not this, then I would be.
It is
bummed.
because yes.
Because you wear it.
Yeah, because I wear it.
It's like
I
the
have
biggest
kind of
compliment.
connection already to this perfume. So maybe I'm not that objective in this situation, but no.
Okay.
Thank you. So then we got another category. I think yes, we did.
Yes, it's Dialect with Venus. It's Tonka Cola.
Yes, and it's
Givenchy. What?
yeah,
And Moresque?
Yes, these three are kind of perfumes that I couldn't get into any of these categories that I just mentioned, in my opinion.
Dialect with Venus goes with Moresque.
Not really. And in this one, I would say the winner is Tonka Cola.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tonka Cola is my winner too. Well, all of them are worth your attention, guys.
So for these who took care, no, not took care, just aufmerksam. Aufmerksam. Okay. You will know which two has been left.
Yeah.
And it's.
I wasn't paying attention that much.
Paying attention, right?
Scarlet Rouge, exactly.
And Velvet Gold. And they're both, in my opinion, kind of more neutral perfumes or calm perfumes, and I would rather go with the Scarlet Rose.
Scarlet Rouge, really?
Yeah, Scarlet Rose.
Oh, right, you wanted to have it.
Yes, and overall, I would say from all these perfumes that I smelled today, this was for me the best one.
Wow, guys, let me know if you would like me to review all Moresque fragrances, create kind of like a collection overview, because I have a lot of samples and I like this brand. But Benny, these two go together really well, both like creamy vanillas. No? Can I not spray it on you? You underrated this one.
No, that's the coconut one, right?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No?
No.
Okay. And guys, for me, these two would belong to the same category. You know, both very refreshing floral fragrances, the Givenchy and Orientica. So these two are from the same category, and of course I would pick this one if I needed to.
I had no blotters for these perfumes, so.
Okay, you are right.
You wasn't prepared as much.
I guess we have no fragrances left, so that's the end. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. It was, again, a challenge to film it. So now I was just reminded how you join me for the whole year. So hopefully, you will be a more frequent guest on my channel. Let us know if you would like to see him or not. And in case you want him to come back soon, let us know which video you would like us to shoot together. Let us know which fragrance releases of the last year you enjoyed the most. Let me know if you are familiar with any fragrances we've spoken about in today's video, or let me know any kind of feedback, because you know your comments really help to get my videos out there. So what else should they do?
And of course, you should give a thumbs up if you like this video. Comment down below all thoughts that you have about this video, about the perfumes, if not, just like Jana mentioned. Follow us on social media, and yeah, have a great start in the year 2023. Oh, and subscribe to her channel.
Say it loud!
Subscribe to her channel!
Yeah, subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great year, and we'll see each other soon. Bye!
Bye.